Is Zara. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have
Fabulous.
Ragazzi, non avete...
Zara.
Ah!
We love Zara.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
We do love Zara.
Stavo parlando della mia giacca di Zara e loro hanno detto che gli piace molto come marchio, per cui sono stati premiati a ragione, immagino, icone di stile da Letizia Moratti ieri. Adesso gli chiederemo qualcosa in più. So you have been received the prize from a Milan major that you are icon of style. So why? What do you think about this prize?
Well, it's really a fantastic honour. And it makes us very proud. It's the first award. Excuse me. It's carrots. It's not beer. It's carrots. It's okay. It's okay. No it's problem. not hot dog. Oh God, we can't have that on this. Please edit that out. Where was I? Completely.
You are an icon of style.
Yes.
Well, you know, we've always been about aesthetics, and we've always cared about the way we look. We've never chased the fashion industry. We've always kind of created our own look. And it's fantastic to have an award that recognises, you know, that achievement.
Yeah. I think it's also for music. It's a cultural thing as well, isn't it? It's for what we have what we've given to people musically and stylistically as well, and I think it's a wonderful thing. It's the first award of any kind like this that we've ever been given, so it means a lot.
Yeah, very cool.
Ok, siamo con una band che non ha neanche bisogno di presentazioni e loro hanno venduto quasi 85 milioni di dischi, se non anche qualcuno in più. Quindi gli chiederemo cosa ne pensano di questo grande successo dopo così tanti anni di carriera. So you've been sold over 85 million of records. So I think that a young band can only dream about it. So
yeah, it's a different world now. I don't know. I mean, that includes downloads as well. I think that figure does. It's a lot, but it's taken us a long time to do it. You know, and my mum bought most of them.
Oh, really? How many? 1 million? Just kidding.
I think, as Simon said, it's a different world, and we were lucky to come through the golden age of the music business, I suppose, where you could sell millions and millions and millions of records, and it's very hard to do that now, I think. You know, I think if a band sells 200,000 records nowadays, that's a lot of music to shift.
Yeah. So, and you have fallen in love with the web. So you released your record first on the internet and later on physical.
Yes.
So when did everything started? When did you get involved with the internet?
Well, we've been using the internet for a long time. You know, I mean, it started off with emails back in the 90s. We were emailing, so we know about the internet, and it's a useful thing. You know, you can shop on it, you can find out what the weather's like, but specifically for music, it's really happened for us. Well, in recent times we had a big meeting with Apple. iTunes came over and met us, and they had so much enthusiasm and energy and excitement about this project. We felt that it was the right thing to do, to give it to them exclusively for 2 or 3 months. It's going to be 3 months that they actually have it exclusive for, and it's been fantastic for us. We hit the #1 slot in 15 different territories, and I've got a screenshot at home, and it's got like, you know, in all these different countries around the world, you know, America, Great Britain, Italy, Germany, Australia, Hungary. It's fantastic, all with the same picture of the same album, and it's All You Need Is Now by Duran Duran.
By the way, you didn't mention the shoes.
Oh.
Look at the shoes. Whoa.
I love the shoes.
Round of applause for the shoes, I think. Yeah. Anyway, next question.
Ok, gli abbiamo chiesto, a parte il dettaglio sulle mie scarpe, il loro rapporto con internet, e adesso sappiamo che Simon usa Twitter, so I know that you are using Twitter. So what about you? Do you use Twitter?
I'm not a Twitterer, actually. I've been doing Facebook for a while. And I mean, it's a similar thing, really, isn't it? It's having that digital online contact with people, and you know, it's just something that's kind of happened naturally, really. We've always tried to look ahead, and you know, it's just been a natural process. And I think the last album we did was such a traditional way of releasing an album. It was through a major international record company, and it kind of felt like the end of that era. So we wanted to do something very different on this record. The people from iTunes came to the studio very early on. They were really into the music, and it seemed like a natural step to do something with iTunes. But of course we are going to do the physical release for the more traditional buyers out there, which there are lots of, and I'm sure that's going to be good as well.
So what about you? Do you enjoy using Twitter to share your...
Fun. I mean, it's fun. You can. I mean, what I like the fact that you can really. You can just try out different ideas on it. I mean, I'm under the humour section because it's a little bit random how I tweet. I like to just, it's just a nice way of expressing little ideas. I wish I'd brought my iPhone down here with me. I could have been, but I'm a bit of a slow typer. But I like that 140 characters limitation. That suits me.
Yeah, so it's now it seems that a lot of artists prefer Twitter because it gives you a way to communicate with your own fan, what your personal life that is interesting to the fan.
Yeah, and it's the communication of the personal life, but it's also the fact it's so instant. You get, you know, there's a two-way street. Right the minute you put something up there, you get 20 replies back immediately. It's really great because you know that people are listening, and you can start up little conversations with people.
So do you, it ever happens that you answer to the fans that...
Yeah.
Do they believe that that you really...
It's not. But the funny thing about Twitter is it's not just Duran fans. It's other people too. You know, you get other people who aren't Duran fans at all, and
put the really bad comment in there somewhere, don't they?
That's true. So, you know, it can be quite painful as well. It's not always nice. You know, people can be assholes.
Yeah.
You know, but then you can just block them.
Oh yeah, cool. Adesso parliamo un po' del loro nuovo disco, che rappresenta per loro quasi un salto verso il passato come sonorità. Mark Ronson è il loro produttore e chiederemo loro qualcosa di più su questo. So, what about your new record? You work with Mark Ronson and you described it at a step beyond.
One step beyond. Yeah. It was. I think
in the sound, talking about the sound of the first radio record.
Yeah, and Mark wanted to. He wanted to do something that worked in the way that our first two albums worked. He wasn't quite sure what he was. Obviously, he didn't want to make an old-fashioned sounding record. That's very important. But he wanted to recapture that spirit and the kind of, I guess it was the message, the kind of intention of the original band, which was much more progressive than we had become. And it was also, I think he wanted us to move away from the kind of urban sound that we'd made with the preceding record, which was Red Carpet Massacre. So he really pushed us and got us to do things the way we used to do them, and to be brave in the way that we used to be brave, and to make atonal music. If you listen to the title track of the album, that wow 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 wow, it's not like music. It's a sound, and it's quite challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things that he did as well to recapture the way we used to make records. It's like, he asked me exactly how the drum kit was set up when we made the real album. You know, it was a bass drum, snare drum, hi-hat. That's how all the backing tracks were recorded. So that was the setup that we started with. We had to learn all the songs from top to bottom. There's no just kind of like doing a few bars and making up the rest of the track on the Pro Tools. It was all recorded exactly as we used to do it. You know, we learnt the songs properly, played them top to bottom, and you know, and it really recaptured that.
And there's hardly any digital synthesizers on there. Almost all of the synthesizers are analog. There's the Jupiter 8, the Crumars on it. Nick knows the whole catalogue of synthesizers.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for being with us. It's been really a pleasure, and I hope to see you next time on tour.
Thank you.
Ciao.